Hi there, thanks for taking part in the Future Classroom student survey. We had over 300 of you that did, and I really appreciate that. So I'm just going to give you some quick feedback from your feedback. So first of all, out of the Key Stage 3 and 4 students, so from years 7 to 11, we had, have you been in the Future Classroom? 70% of you have, 30% haven't. When you come back into school, we're going to try our absolute hardest to get that 30% in there. Should all classrooms look like this in the future? 46 of you, so almost half of you saying yes, and 54% of you saying maybe parts of it. So if we explore what you liked about the Future Classroom, you can see that the room layout, the whiteboards are the most popular thing amongst the younger students in the school. The fact that no desks is an absolute hit, massively popular with all of you, which makes for really interesting reading. And that kind of just shows you the numbers who voted for the various bits. And you're only able to vote for one thing on this particular part of the survey. Moving on. Looking at Key Stage 5, so these are the older students, years 12 and 13, our sixth form, and we had 258 responses in total for this. Have you been in the Future Classroom yet? Most of them have, so we've got a higher proportion of our older students that have been in the Future Classroom. And then if we explore this one, should all Future Classrooms look like this, or should all classrooms look like this in the future? Yes, 84 of you, maybe 75, no, 22, so that just gives us a bit of perspective on what you're thinking. And you can see that actually the VR headsets were immensely popular with this demographic, actually the most popular thing of all, which is interesting too. So if you could take any element of the Future Classroom and put it in every lesson, what would it be? The first most popular thing was the whiteboards on the wall. You'd like to take those and put those in other classrooms. You told us in the survey you really value being able to get up, be agile, move around and use the space to express your ideas. The second most popular thing was the interactive projector. You absolutely love that. That was really, really popular. You love the fact that 6 of you can work on it at the time. It's got a 120-inch image and that it's really clear and that the sound quality is fantastic. The virtual reality was a massive hit. Being able to do virtual expeditions and field trips was a real hit. And the Catchbox, super, super popular as well. So really pleased that you like the engagement microphone and being able to throw that around the room. So a couple of things that you've said, these are your student quotes, these have come from you. It's more interactive than any other classroom in the school. Greater access and freedom to use technology to aid your learning. And it's an entirely different learning environment, lots of range and variety of different learning methods. It takes a different perspective on learning and it gives you more responsibility. It gives you a glimpse into the future, which is great because that's what we're hoping to do. It never gets boring, always changes. It's interactive, positive learning environment. The atmosphere is relaxed and there's lots of space and it helps you explore STEAM subjects, which is that interdisciplinary science, technology, engineering, art and maths, which is fantastic. So some of you have really spoken about the relevance of this to your generation going into the world of work and being able to look at different methods to learn different technologies. So far, we've done a lot of stuff. We've done lots of interviews, podcasts, blogs, press releases. So we've been pretty busy. The YouTube videos, you can see the stats, the infographics in front of you. And some of the things you don't like about the Future Classroom, equally as important as the stuff that you do like. The whiteboards don't really wipe off. Agree. So we've got a brand new product. I'm going to show you that in the next clip. Another Epson projector would be cool. We'll work on that. Maybe we'll get one alongside. We are going to put a floor projector in, which will project down onto the floor, which should be fantastic. We don't get in there enough. It would be great to have some desks to choose from. And you'd like the subjects to be more, what does that one say? Different subjects available in there. And sometimes the room feels a bit empty. So we're taking on board all of that feedback. And here's a quick glimpse into what we're going to do about it. Morning, guys. So we're in the Future Classroom. As you can see, we've got a bit of an issue with getting rid of this dirtiness off the screen. So a lot of you mentioned this in your student survey about the Future Classroom. You know, how can we get these whiteboards a little bit cleaner? Now, we want them to look like the one at the front. So we have a solution. I'm pleased to say that Grapnels, who are the company that provided us with the Learnometer, which I know that you guys love, this little device at the top. Okay, they have said to us that they're going to give us this new fabric that looks like this. So I've got a 3-meter sample here. There you go. And essentially what we do with this is we just put this across the top of this surface. We wipe this clean first and put this over the top of the surface. And this will be a brand new surface that we'll wipe clean and it will be usable. So that's really fantastic. Really pleased that they've been able to offer us that. In other developments as well, a lot of you said you wanted some LED lights. Well, check this out. We've got an LED reel that are going to go all the way around the top of the classroom. So that's phase one of the Future Classroom complete, September all the way through till January. We find ourselves in a lockdown now. When we resume, phase two is going to go live. And you might be wondering, based on your feedback and your comments and the things you've said to me and the team about what we're going to do next. Well, we are looking at putting the LEDs in, as I said in the clip, a bit of mood lighting, make it really interesting on here. Brand new whiteboards in terms of how they're covered, but also a floor projector, so we can project images down to the floor and interact with it. And Catchbox, one of our main sponsors, you'll be familiar with these guys. Okay, they've actually provided us with this Teach microphone, which is this little microphone here. And we can clip that into here, and we can project our voice when we speak through the microphone. And that means that teachers can film lessons in a hybrid model, and they can send them home and make it a bit more interactive for you guys if you're learning from home. We've got a Merge Cube, which is an augmented reality cube that puts augmented virtual live kind of journeys onto this cube. And we've got a 360 camera, so we can start taking pictures of all of your learning and sending it to you, so you've essentially got like a learning map from what you've written on the whiteboards. And then we've got exciting things like nature versus the machine, which behind me I've got some fish tanks. You can see those just at the back there, and there's 12 fish in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to run a science STEM project where the science of aquaponics, so fish waste, is growing plants or vegetables. In this case, actually, it's going to be salad leaves. And at the same time, there is an AI in the form of a Raspberry Pi doing exactly the same thing, and they're going to have a race against each other. So a bit of a science experiment to make it pretty fun. Outside, you'll know that we've got a touch screen. We've had to turn that off up until now because of COVID-19 regulations. Obviously, touching things at the moment is a no-no. Once that gets turned back on, we're going to rig it up with some biometrics in the form of a thumb scanner, and we'll be able to put your lesson objectives, and hopefully an animated avatar will welcome you to your lesson. So lots of exciting things that are going on. I'm just going to leave you with a little live draw of the Future Classroom project as it is at the moment, and we look forward to welcoming you back. Take care and stay safe.